All right, man. Welcome back to another Gangs Talking podcast, part of the Vlog Gang Studios channel. It's your host Jay Stu. Across from me, I got my boy Big Germ,
Yeah, you know we here with it.
and at the producer desk, we got my boy T-Raw.
Gang, gang, gang. You already know what the going on.
And today we got a special guest, man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead, man.
They call me Nippy,
Nippy.
but yeah, I just go with Josh.
How you get the name Nippy?
I got the name Nippy. So, let's just say I got a strong love for a lady called Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? And just love her that much that's the name that she had growing up, like a childhood name. So I was like, you know what? I fucks with her that much. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
You
know
just
what
gave
I'm
yourself
saying?
that
Yeah,
name.
And it's pretty cool too, you know what I'm saying? Nippy, you know what I'm saying? Like nippy like the weather type shit.
I never heard that name.
Nippy. You never heard the word nippy before?
Oh yeah, it's a little chilly.
Yeah, it's a chilly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a little nippy.
Yeah, I heard the term Nippy. I just never heard it as a nickname.
Sure, you can call yourself anything. You know what I'm saying?
for sure. It's valid. That's valid.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But, ladies and gents, if y'all new here, I just want to let y'all know this is the type of podcast we have chill conversations. Go ahead, grab your popcorn as we dive into the world of OnlyFans today, man.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna get nice and juicy.
Nice and juicy. It could get nasty and sloppy. Shit. I'm just saying, though. Nice and juicy. Ooh. More like nasty and sloppy. How about that?
Oh,
just say so, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, you know what I'm saying?
If we're going to do it, let's do it right.
Yeah,
Do it right.
Like that.
Yes, sir.
You said that you came from the islands. When was this?
That was, let's say about 2016 thereabout.
2016.
Yep.
And you said you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I, I mean, probably the hat is probably like real cliche and shit, but yeah, you know, it's a Rasta color.
Cause everybody put everybody put them things.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, this is a
You see the
Rasta
hat?
color, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's actually hilarious you came with the hat because I was thinking when I seen the yellow on the brim of his hat at first, I thought he was gonna try to pull up some Rasta shit.
Yeah.
But honestly, like when you left there and you were trying to seek out opportunities, like that was the first thing on your top of your list, or
No, well, it definitely wasn't the first thing on the top of my list, you know what I'm saying? Because my first love has been, still is media and communication, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm very good with words and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And I've always been fascinated by media, whether it be radio, you know what I'm saying, or television, or even working behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But then once I made that transition from the island to the big,
to the big,
the States, this big old country, I'm like, okay, whoa, well, what am I going to get into? You know what I'm saying? And some people, they always think of it like, okay, well, I want to go to America for the American dream. And the misconception is that, okay, then once you get here, it is all laid out on a silver platter for you, waiting for you to just come and just indulge, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how it is. You got to come in, you got to grind, and you got to make it work for yourself. So I had to do what I had to do to get to where I needed to get to. And thankfully, I was able to, work things out, stand on my feet, and then the idea was presented to me, and I was like, well, shit. Well, I mean, if I'm getting paid to fuck, then why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the reason why I brought up the culture is because I know the common conception in a Jamaican household is like, making something of yourself.
Yeah.
We don't want to raise no waste, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what it is. Yeah.
So it's like knowing, the people at home and the culture is like, how did you feel like, all right, my people gonna look at this, my direction and my choice?
Well, one thing I can tell you is that, it's definitely me just standing up and just being like, you know what, I'm just gonna push forward regardless of whatever criticism
And whatever
negativity, whatever judgment that I might get. Because one thing I do know about my people is that they're very judgmental. You know what I'm saying? They're strongly opiniated, and they don't know how to mind their business. You know what I'm saying? Which that's just the real. You know what I'm saying? It's a small island. Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know how to mind their business. So for me being here, I just had to really have that conversation with myself to say then, all right, then, well, me taking on this path, what are the pros and what are the cons? You know what I'm saying? Pros, money might make, you know what I'm saying? I might get the popularity and all that stuff might come with it, feel nice and all that stuff. Yeah, get to bust a nut every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Get to fuck whoever I want to fuck and all that shit. But then the cons is that, the possibility of my family members or people who know me seeing these content, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might happen. You know what I'm saying? And when they see it, how they might react to it.
Imagine you go to like Thanksgiving, bro, and it's like all your cousins done seen some shit.
Yeah.
And they're just all like, hey man.
But then
You was up to last week.
but then my thing has always been, if they were to see it, the question then would be, what were you doing on the platform? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did you find the money to be spending for that $20 or $30 subscription? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it ain't free. It ain't like it's just Pornhub. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you found the money means that you are open-minded enough to be patronizing the industry. And hey, you know what? Thank you for your $20 subscription. You know what I'm saying? Please don't cancel. Just let it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it going. Yeah. So basically, I just said, you know what? Just push through with it. You know what I'm saying? Who know? You know what I'm saying? And I just had to look at it from the point of view to say, you know what? I'm at a place right now where thankfully I don't have to rely on my family for no sort of support financially, you know, whether it be even to have a roof over my head or anything, you know what I'm saying? I stand on my own. So if me being myself, if they feel like they want to part ways from me, it's not going to affect me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to be able to stand on my own. It's going to be sad that, they feel however they feel and they don't want to associate themselves or whatever it is. I don't know what that would be like, but I mean, if that's the path they choose, then that's the path they choose. But hey.
Yeah.
So what made you get into the industry of OnlyFans?
Well, growing up as an island boy, you know what I'm saying, like from Jamaica and stuff like that, sex has always been something that's very taboo, you know what I'm saying, like we don't talk about it and all that stuff. And I was always like living in a box, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't until I moved to the States that I was like, okay, then, well, they say this is America, land of the free, home of the brave, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, then, so I'm guessing this is my opportunity then to really just like step outside of the box and see what possibilities are out there, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, if you don't experience it for your own, then you don't really know exactly how well it suits you, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, well, you know, all the things that they told me not to do, let me go give it a try, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, bet. And I did that, and let's just say, here I am today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you thinking about it? Like how you feel about it now?
Well, it is a very interesting industry, I can tell you that much, you know what I'm saying? It is one where it is not for the faint at heart, you know what I'm saying? You got to be very creative, you know what I'm saying? It's very it has become very popular to the point where I feel like it is becoming oversaturated, like lots of creators, like people are just creating every day now, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I always tell people, listen, we all fuck, but but the thing is, not all our fuck is presentable to the eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we all could stroke, but like, is your stroke game appealing enough to make someone want to be like, yo, you know what, I'll spend some money for that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to make sure that, yo, if you're gonna do this shit, make sure that, yo, your stroke game is good enough to give someone a boner, to make a bitch pussy wet, to make her want to reach for her rose and feel like, yo, you know, she want to pleasure herself. And if you're able to bring someone to that point, that means that, yo, you got what it takes.
For sure. So you're on there doing content with women and stuff.
Yeah.
So how do you get them to do that content with you?
Basically, for me, getting into the game, I went in through the avenue of getting with people who are already established, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, in doing content, you have to constantly be reinventing yourself, you know, you have to constantly coming up with different ideas and stuff. With that being said, you don't want to be creating content with the same person all the time. You know what I'm saying? So there are people out there who they're looking for different people to collaborate with. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, Shorty's out here. Yeah, she got good pussy and shit, but she need a nigga that gonna come through and pipe it up. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, who am I gonna collab with? Hey, there's a guy over here that, you know what, I could collab with and shit. Let me link up with him, pay him whatever it is, you know, to fuck or whatever it is. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I just would do collaborations with different established content creators. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, once I get to the level where I'm like fully established on the platform, and like, you know, I feel like I want to go ahead and want to establish my own page, then I can be like, yeah.
Sorry to interject, but how easy is it to actually create these collaborations with these established content creators?
I can't tell you that it's a walk in the park, but what I can tell you is, you know what I'm saying, networking plays a huge part in it. You know what I'm saying? You have to be sociable, you have to be out and about interacting with people, you know what I'm saying? And thankfully, there's this thing called liquor right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, once the liquor get in your system, bro, you get that liquor courage, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, you might enter the club, you might be a shy guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But after you take a few sips, you might, you know, for some reason, you just develop this courage from out of nowhere to be able to talk to shorty that you could never talk to on a regular day. But you know what? Chopping it up, and believe it or not, you know what I find? There are lots of people out here with some crazy and wild fetishes.
Oh yeah.
Than you would think, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about people that you would be like, oh yeah, I could tell that he is a freak or she's a freak. I'm talking about people where you could be like, I was not expecting that.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
No, I feel like the biggest freaks are the ones who can hide it.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
That's why for me, and I live my life in a way where it's like nothing that nobody says to me really surprises me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that you can say or you can say that would be like, whoa, you did that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa, good for you, man. That's what you like. Fine. Like some time ago, I was talking to one of my homie, and apparently I made him feel comfortable enough to where he felt like he could open up. And he was telling me that, yo, you know, he likes trampling. I'm like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Do you mind elaborating on it? And then he went in and he was explaining, like, he's like, yo, he just likes to lay on the floor or just lay down and have his woman just trampling his guts, just walk all over his guts. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do you get out of it? He's like, yo, man, I just love it. I just love seeing her nicely pedicure. Is it pedicure? For the toes. The toes are pedicure, right?
I'm not even sure.
He just likes seeing them nice toes with a white nail polish on it, and it's his fetish.
And
you know what I'm
getting
saying?
stomped?
Yeah, just walking in his bed, he make him feel good. I'm like, I don't get it, bro, but I had to listen to him from a place of open-mindedness. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't judge him. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt comfortable enough to tell that to me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if I was to judge or say something crazy, then, you know, he probably would have been like, oh, man, I can't really share nothing with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I had to create that safe space. But
I felt like he probably definitely judged him, but
I
felt like you definitely judged him, but you just, you know.
I was judging, but I wasn't judging.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. You gotta be low key. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, bro, a lot of people, that's it. They need that. You know what I'm saying? They need that safe space where they can really open up and really share certain things or say certain things. You know what I'm saying? And once you get to bashing, then you kind of force them to go in a shell and to lock themselves and be like, yo, I ain't gonna say shit to you no more.
Yeah.
Like one of my dog, he was telling me that, yo, he went to his girl and he was telling her, hey, yo, you know, I wanna try doing anal, you know what I'm saying? And she was cursing him the hell out. She was like, ooh,
That was his
nigga,
girlfriend?
ooh, you a fag, ooh, shit, ooh, you a
That was his girlfriend?
gay ass nigga. Yeah, she cussed him out.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? He just went locked in. He was like, all right, well, shit, my bad, whatever it is. And then guess what? He went out, he found someone that was open enough to do that. And then he went and he explored with that person. He never cheated before, but then thanks to her being closed-minded, now he found someone else and now he's cheating.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and to the point of your story too, she tried to down him, which is like never a good thing. You down somebody, less likely for them to open back up to you. So I get what you're saying there, but you know, I had a conversation where we're talking about some things like when you're with your girl, it's kind of like there's certain boundaries and lines you draw. You know, like
Are there though?
I feel like there should be.
For sure, because I think that's a lot of times what we be messing up with our women and stuff. Like when you with your girl, when you think about your girl, you want her to be the most purest person. You feel me? You don't want to taint her. Like if you think about every girl you don't want her to have that many bodies. You want her to be as pure as possible. So with that being said, so when you're moving forward through life, you don't want to taint her too much. That's why we have hoes. That's why I'm not completely against hoes. We need hoes. So when these people want to do their little fantasies, fetishes and stuff, that's what they're for. Mm-hmm. You go to them, you go to your little side chick, you do that with them. But when you get back to your girl, you keep her as pure, because now when you get back with her, it's a different world. But now you mixing the worlds. Now it's no two different worlds. Now we flirting with the same world.
Yeah, but let me ask you though. So when you say her being pure, like what's your definition of pure?
As pure as possible, not tainted with all these random ideas.
So give me some examples, like when you say pure.
For example, when you say the anal.
Okay, so basically saying then your girl then should be the one that no ass play, she don't give head, she don't be on that golden shower type shit, like she's pure, right?
You try to keep her as pure as possible.
Okay.
Whatever that looks like to anybody, but you try to keep them as pure as possible. And when you go down those different avenues,
I got one question though. Like, if you have a girl and you give her a golden shower, you really feel like you want to be cuddled up next to that?
No. Well, here's my thing, right? Because I feel like,
damn, Carisha.
I feel like we're in living life, we're on a journey. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I feel like most of us were at different levels in our journey. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are higher than some of us are lower than some. And there's some people who just the regular basic missionary gets them going. You know what I'm saying? And if that's what it is, that's what it is. There are some others who for them to get to that place of satisfaction, they need way more than that. You know what I'm saying? They want to be strangled, you know what I'm saying? They want to be slapped. They want to be, spit in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think all that shit is vanilla. Yeah, I think that shit is vanilla though, what you're talking about. I feel like I've heard that since high school. Like once I got out the porch, it was like, oh, choke, strangle.
No,
like,
but basically what I'm saying though is that like there are different levels to it, because you might have one shorty over here who you could choke her. She's cool with you choking her, spitting in her mouth and all that shit. But then shorty over here, she's like, oh yeah, she ain't on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't be trying to pulling on my hair tight type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on who you're fucking.
But how
with,
did they get to that level to where they need that as pleasure? How did they get to that point?
I think it's just from just exploring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's why I say, as pure as you are, you don't yearn for certain things because you haven't experienced it, you haven't seen it. But once you start exploring things, you start opening up your options. Now you're getting lost in these things. Now what used to get you off, now this don't get you off because you don't explore so many different avenues.
Yeah. But then I would counter that by saying that, I feel like us as humans, we have to take the time out to really explore our bodies to find out, okay, then what works for us and what doesn't work for us. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some people who you could just simply just tickle with their ear, you know what I'm saying? And that gets them horny as fuck. Yeah. And that's just the harsh reality of it all. And then there's some people who you could just, it takes a lot to get them aroused and get them going. You know what I'm saying?
I would ask you, why are they to that point though? Like
different things, you know what I'm saying? Could be their upbringing. It's a lot of things that could play to it.
Yeah.
A lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I cannot specifically say, okay, then it's this or that. You know what I'm saying?
You could give me a list of what things that might. Give me like top 3 you could say probably.
That would cause them to crave a different level of
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside of the normal.
Okay. Well, I would maybe abuse growing up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they've gotten so accustomed to a certain thing, you know what I'm saying, that was forced upon them, abuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what else can I think of? Shit.
I'll say that's top 1.
Yeah. That is
one.
Yeah,
that shit down there just fuck the whole list up.
Yeah. That definitely is. Or you just have some people who they're just curious. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people who are just genuinely curious. Like like they just see someone, they'll be like, you know what? I've never experienced that before. I just want to see what it's
there are
about.
people who just try things once.
Yeah, and then there are those who they get influenced by the people around them. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, well shit. Prime example, there was a time in Jamaica where sucking dick wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, if you suck dick, you're wrong for that.
And eating pussy.
But then Vibes Cartel came out and said, yo, freaky gal them me love. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody started sucking dick, because then sucking dick now was the in thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay then, so because Vibes Cartel said freaky girls are them girls them love, everybody now start sucking dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the influence. So there's just different things that play
that's
into
the
it.
second one on the list. That's
Yep.
real big. The influence, because
And right now we got Sexy Red out here talking about her coochie pink, her booty hole brown. I'm like, what the hell? It's just a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like we've evolved with time. You know what I'm saying? And the women of yesteryears we don't have those type of women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different type of women that we have nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to really find like woman like that now, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody just trying to get right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I go out on a limb and say this because considering the facts that women follow men, they don't really find their own.
Usually follow men.
Typically.
Yeah. But not with the evolution, things are changing.
Even with
where there are men following women now, you know what I'm saying? Because women are bossing up, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the perception, but reality, some women, most women, I can't speak for all women, but most women typically follow what a man's does. And she don't get down like that until another man introduced it to her. So I would say a lot of men has tainted women because they want to explore all these things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she don't get these ideas from herself. It's a lot of influence that we spoke about before, and the man always introduced her to that and stuff like that. So I would say men play a part in that. Not to say it's all men's fault, because she play a part too.
Yeah. And that's just one aspect of it, because then you could always say that, her friends too could play a part in it. Because there's some women who they're with that one guy, who goes to church, who was raised in the church, good guy, everything is all good. But then because, she's around certain friends and her friends are doing certain things, she come home, she's telling her man, listen, I want to do this, babe, what's up, what up. But then he loves her so much that he's just willing to compromise, he's willing to submit and just do whatever it is to please his woman. You know what I'm saying? So is he wrong for that? I don't think he is.
He's
what?
wrong for
He's
that
wrong for that?
Because as a man, you set a standard for your household. You don't conform to everything your woman says. Yes, she has a say-so, but you don't conform to it because you're supposed to be a leader. If you're a leader and you conform to everything, you're not a leader no more.
Yeah, but what if that's one thing that he's just curious about, though?
See, then that's changing the situation.
Yeah.
But as a leader, you're supposed to have a standard and morals, and you don't break them for nobody. You know what I'm saying? You compromise a little bit if necessary, but for the most part, you have a way of where you live. If she accept that, she fuck with you, she gonna do it.
Yeah.
But when you start always bending and stuff, now you're taking your leadership back, and now you're more of getting docile now, you know what I'm saying? Now you're more open to, and men not supposed to be open like that, and it's not a bad thing to be closed-minded, because it's a good thing to be closed-minded, because when you're open-minded, we could seep everything in. But that's what the world wants us to be, open-minded. So now that we're so open to listening to this and being influenced, now we're getting these new ideas that we have today.
Yeah.
And I'm going to actually put a pin right there, because this is kind of diving into a type of topic that I kind of want to cover on a different episode. But as for getting back on track with the OnlyFans, how many women, since you've been in this industry, would you say fall under this damage quota? What percentage would you give
Damaged?
Yeah, like you see that their whole outlook, the way how they treat men, how they view relationships.
Well, I'd say damage is a strong word. You know what I'm saying?
Right. let me not put it like that. Then, like how we were talking earlier, where there's things that cause people to have a narrow-minded view of the world.
Yeah.
Like, how many would you say have a narrow-minded view?
Very few. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to do OnlyFans, in order to do, any sort of pornographic content whatsoever, you have to really be open-minded, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have some level of confidence, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whether it be in your physical appearance, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to walk in a room naked and be like, you know what, this is who I am, and be confident about that, you know what I'm saying? So I'd say the damage rate is very, very, very minimal, you know what I'm saying? Because in order to do that, like I said, you have to have a different level of confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what would you think about, do you believe that OnlyFans is a morally correct way to live life?
Morally correct. I'm not here to judge anybody, you know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is free to live their life the way they want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're entitled to your opinion and your beliefs and the way you think that we should live. You know what I'm saying? However, I don't feel like it is right for you to impose that onto everybody else and say, all right, then if they don't do it your way, then they're wrong.
I
you know what I'm
see
saying?
what direction you're going.
Yeah.
But really, the best way I kind of wanted that question answered would have been like this. Like, all right, when you wake up every day, right? And you're choosing a job, you say, I love this job. I'm happy every day, or I feel fulfilled. Do you feel like OnlyFans fulfills your purpose? Like, you feel, oh, yeah, like, I love my job. I love what I do. I don't care about what nobody thinks, and this is the path that I love, and no regrets. Does it create that type of mindset, you think, in the average person that's working OnlyFans?
Well, there are people who do it, and believe it or not, they are confident about what they do. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to fathom how on earth is someone so okay with, being on screen and getting slutted out. You know what I'm saying? But there are some people who they're confident about what they do. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing you could say or do to make them feel any less than themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
And that's just that.
yeah, and like from my perspective, like I would always say, like everybody can do whatever they want.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been offered that situation. Me personally, I just don't feel like doing it in front of a camera.
There you go.
It's like, this is my whole thing. It's just like, that's me though.
And guess what?
But
you won't do it, but someone else will. And the reality about it is, there is a market out here for it. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to business, you really have to just really look within and see where you can really tap in to make the most revenue. And I think that's where a lot of people, they're like, you know what, listen, if this is where the money is coming from, I'm tapping in, you know what I'm saying? And like I said initially, it takes a different type of person, you know what I'm saying, who has what it takes. Because if you don't have it, you don't have it, you know what I'm saying? You could make content from now till tomorrow morning. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you got it, then you just got it. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say get a person there to be able to have the confidence that you speak of to be able to do it?
Well, from a guy's perspective, I'd say like working out constantly, you know what I'm saying? Like loving yourself, your physical appearance and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And like most dudes, they feel like once you're swinging certain ways, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, then if you're heavy, you know what I'm saying? Because then that's what people watch porn for. You know what I'm saying? They want to see a huge dick, you know what I'm saying? And for a woman, they want to see a fat ass, you know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. So it's like, yo, once you have certain aesthetic and you feel like, you know what? I got it. Then, you know what? I guess I could serve it on camera type shit.
So can you speak from what you think how women get there?
How they get how they get into the whole industry. Like I said before, you know what I'm saying? Either she's just so hot physically, you know what I'm saying, where like she probably got the BBL done and she got certain things done, you know what I'm saying, and she's just so insatiable, like she just cannot have enough sex, you know what I'm saying, because there's some people out here, they really enjoy sex, you know what I'm saying, and
everybody would enjoy sex, and
there's some people who enjoy it more than others, you know what I'm saying. There are some people who enjoys it more than others.
There's an argument for it if it's a mental thing when that's why they coined the term sex addict. But like, I think it's like borderline. Like anybody can be addicted to anything.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you using it as an escape? Or is this genuinely like damn, bro, this beast going to a walk in the park, going outside. You know what I'm saying? If you're willing to do that more, then shit, then kudos to you. But if you're doing it as an escape, it's like, bro, you got to go solve what's going on up here.
Yeah. But like I said, but if it is that she really enjoys it, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that there should be anything wrong with her being in tune with her sexuality and knowing what she wants, you know what I'm saying? And if she wants to fuck him and then him and then him, it's on her, you know what I'm saying? But the thing with society is that if a woman choose to do that, choose to take that approach, then she's a whore, she's a slut, she's for the streets. But no,
I don't even think.
I think that, you know what, she just knows what she wants, and if she wants this man right here, she could do what she want with him. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think a woman nature is to have sex with multiple men?
I don't know what a woman nature is. You know what I'm saying? I just know that, listen, if she wants to get intimate with whoever she wants to, by all means, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe in free will for all, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to have chicken for dinner, I don't feel like nobody should dictate to me what I should or should not have. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be vegan, you could be vegan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're all free to do what we want to do at the end of the day, because when it's all said and done, we're going to be judged by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to him. It's not up to us to be judging each other.
Yeah,
that's true.
But it's like when you learn female nature, that's where it kind of opened up to show that that's not what she really wants. You know what I'm saying? A woman wants to find the best man. You know what I'm saying? She don't want several men penetrate her. You know what I'm saying? Most women do not want that. In order for her to get there, something is broken there. You know what I'm saying? Because right now women could have sex with anybody in this world that they want to. They could walk up to any man in this world and say, hey, I'm trying to get some. Straight up. They can get some. Yeah. So the fact that they're not doing that, that's kind of tell you like they're very selective in when they do it.
And the same thing could be said for us men too, you know what I'm saying? Because we could fuck who we want to fuck too, you know what I'm saying? But we need their permission first. We can knock on their door all they want. They don't have to answer. That don't work like that for us. Like if you're doing it in the proper way, we got to knock on their door. Hey, can I come in? And you got to wait for her to say, come on through. But if she say no, next. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't get to choose who we have sex with. We just don't. We have to fortunately hope that we're good enough for her that she wants to open that door to us.
Yeah.
So, but we own the side of relationships. We grant relationships and stuff like that. Who we want to be with. Yeah. Because she can want the relationship all she want, but that's where we actually get to step in and be like, nah, I'm good because you're not my type of woman. But her sex side, well, we could want sex all we want, but she says, well, I ain't open this door for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the dynamic between us.
I can see where you're coming from with that. But then, you know, I feel like too with the way society is today, you know what I'm saying, with the culture, the music and everything that's out here, and I'm saying I feel like it's very hard to find, you know what I'm saying, that pure-minded.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like that I feel like that is way out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's on that bad bitch timing. Like everybody's like trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to go hard and shit. Which I mean, I'm not knocking anybody. If that's what you want, that's what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I hope that eventually we could get back to that place where we could be like, you know what, we can get back to the whole family values, you know, like the fundamentals and all that stuff. But for now, I guess we're just having fun, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Hit it and what it is. Yep. Man, we reached that point though, man. Anybody has any final words they want to add? Start off with you.
Oh, with me? Oh, shit. Well, I mean, well, like I've been saying, you know what I'm saying? I feel I'm a firm believer in free will, freedom for all, you know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever makes you happy, you know what I'm saying? Just don't listen to the naysayers, whatever people have to say, because people are going to judge you, you know what I'm saying? People are going to criticize and say what they feel or what they think of you, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you're living your life. This is your journey that you're on, you know what I'm saying? So don't let the next person dictate to you where to go, what to do, and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because if you make a mistake, they're going to be like, well, you didn't have to listen to me, you know what I'm saying? So do you You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Because whatever decision you make in life, it's on you.
For sure.
There's some wild words from Nippy, man.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, Jer. Go ahead, Jer.
What I'll say is, any decisions that you make in life, just make sure that you can live with it for life, because we have a long life depending on how you do your life. So if you're planning on living a long life, make sure the decision that you make, that you can live with it throughout the rest of your life.
For sure.
Word.
That's solid.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you get
And I fuck
made
with
that
you,
decision.
though, I ain't gonna lie, because you are one of the few people that are very confident and you don't feel attacked about what you're doing. Like, you actually, you know what I'm saying? We don't ask you questions. We
Yep.
don't talk about it. And you have not been one time. And I bump into too many people that
Yeah.
do things, and then when you ask them about it, they feel defensive
Yeah.
and they feel attacked. And it's like, bro, you're the one doing it. Why are you doing something that you're not comfortable doing? And I see your
Exactly.
energy has not changed one time, and I respect that, bro.
That's how
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
supposed
I
to
can
be,
respect anybody that do anything and die by it and just live with the situation that go behind it.
You got to stand by it.
You
'Cause
feel me?
and that's the thing. A lot of people, like, they would get into what they're getting to, and it's like, yo, you ask them about it, and it's like, yo, they can't confidently say, oh yeah, I did this or I did that. You know what I'm saying?
It's cognitive dissonance when people doing one things and in their head they hold themselves to a certain standard, and then when you try to contrary that,
Yeah.
it's like, oh no, you can't call me out.
Yeah.
You know who I am?
and that's one of the big things right now in Jamaica, because like a lot of guys down there, like, they're eating pussy, like, they enjoy that shit.
Oh,
when
is
they
it
step out,
popularized
but,
now?
oh yes, bro.
Oh, wow.
Like Shensia, like she is putting that on blast. Like she's,
Oh,
yeah.
so now
But they're
they
doing it. But when they step in the clubs and shit, like, they're like, you know, they're like burning fire on it. Oh yeah, burn fire pan pussy eating. We don't do that, but we naturally they eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Actually, low key, I
Stand by.
was just telling bro, listen, they do it. Undercover, bro.
yeah.
You got a girl,
Yeah, they do.
you not with her and you not doing that. So it's like,
And then not only that too, but the thing is, society is doing it so much that you're like, you hear everybody saying that they're doing. You're like, what the fuck is this thing about? You know what? Let me try what this shit is about. Shit, you know, like, I'm probably gonna have to get some chocolate syrup, some caramel, some whipped cream to add some flavor to it. But I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? If you try that, you don't like it, then you ain't gotta do it again.
caramel and
That's what it is, man. You gotta add some flavor to it.
yeah,
Something. You know what I'm saying?
you got it.
Oh, man.
Yo, T-Raw,
Yes,
close
sir.
us out, bro.
Now, y'all know I usually stay positive, stay motivated. You know. You raw dogging on OnlyFans. Stay negative.
Stay negative. If you are talking on OnlyFans, that's straight up. That's real, bro. Yeah. Get tested. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get tested, man. Yeah.
Yo, man. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with your energy, bro.
Straight up, man. That's what it is, man.